Welcome to Experts View with Research NXT, where we bring industry experts to discuss their views and share insights on trending enterprise technology topics. All comments, views, and opinions expressed in this discussion is strictly those of the host and the guest. Now, over to Santosh Abraham.
Welcome listeners, this is Santosh from Research NXT, and today we are discussing the adoption of marketing automation in India with Kamini Rupani, CMO of Netcore Solutions. Hello Kamini, thank you for joining us today.
Hi Santosh, thanks for having me in for this discussion.
Kamini, you've been in the marketing technology space for a long time and have consulted many companies in this industry as well. Let's start this discussion with your journey in the evolving marketing automation space.
Sure, Santosh. So my journey in MarTech started when I was working in the US with the top boutique agents in New York, which was also expanding its portfolio to include marketing automation solutions and primarily targeting to Silicon Valley startups and other mid-sized enterprises across US. So being one of the members of the strategy team, I got the opportunity to evaluate companies in marketing automation space that we were considering to acquire or partner with, and that's how my journey began. So the US market then was already in the early majority stage of the technology adoption cycle, and many enterprises had already started to implement MaaS in the US. In fact, in early 2015, I felt the first buzz of marketing automation in the Indian market, but it was at a very nascent stage then. I had anticipated it would be another 1 to 2 years before it really takes off in India. So interestingly, my prediction or forecast seemed a little off when I was asked to get involved in the implementation of a global and leading marketing technology solution for an e-commerce platform company in India. So I realized that the emergence of global market players and a few well-funded startups in the Indian market had helped to dramatically increase the awareness of MaaS in India. That had woken up to the fact that MaaS was completely transformed their marketing activities. The benefits were enormous. Soon after, I came across an opportunity to be on the other side of marketing a MaaS solution with Netcore. Having analyzed and vetted several top MaaS products in my career, I now had to market my own MaaS. I think my inside view of the industry and the comparative benefits of several MaaS products gave me some critical insights into the industry on a global scale. Moreover, Netcore had embarked into the MarTech space in 2015 and very soon became India's first and leading marketing automation provider. So I decided the timing was just right and made the jump to Netcore, and here we are today.
It's great to hear about your journey in the marketing automation space. You mentioned that you've worked at both US and Indian markets. What is your observation on the adoption pattern and use of marketing automation when compared to India?
See, in the US, MaaS has become mainstream, and they are in an early to late majority stage of the technology adoption life cycle, which is supported by the fact that if you see today, Google searches for marketing automation reached an all-time high in June 2016. So in US, an average of 49% of companies are using marketing automation, and this has become a massive increase. Nearly almost 11 times more companies are using automation today than they were in 2011. These are some of the stats that really tell you that how the adoption has been moving in US, and some others that sort of saying that there's no denying of the numbers, because according to a VB Insight research report, which talks about 80% of businesses using automation have enjoyed increased leads. And better yet, studies have shown that these are most quality leads, as 77% of the same businesses also saw an increase in conversion. Another study by Nucleus Research revealed that sales productivity grew by 14.5% when MaaS was used. The same report also found that companies using MaaS in US saw an average of 12.2 reduction in marketing overheads. Few of recent successes we saw were like HDFC Live using MaaS to increase leads by 30%, using cross-channel automation across email, SMS, and voice, and missed call. A leading private bank increased lead conversion rate by 20% by recycling drop leads to cross-channel automation across email, SMS, and missed calls. So India is now at a stage where the US was 3 years ago. We're almost about to cross the chasm, which is why we believe that this is going to be the year of early majority for MaaS in India. and this is one of the primary reasons behind why we are doing this research report. We are keen to get the real facts to the public.
That's an interesting observation and the facts that you presented, Kamini. We've observed most of the times when marketing automation is observed, it's observed with the same lens for B2B and B2C. Is there a real difference between mass for B2B and B2C?
So absolutely, Santosh. There is, quite a few differences. So customer behavior and the pain points for B2B and B2C companies vary greatly. So both types of companies define their business goals differently and therefore need different marketing technology to achieve those goals. It thus becomes critical to closely evaluate, one's organization's unique requirements from mass before signing up. So here are some key points on how automating the marketing processes for a B2B company differs from those of B2C company. So the buying cycle in B2B company is longer, while in B2C is shorter and at times impulse-based. The buying frequency for B2B is usually a one-time event, but for B2C companies count on recurring purchases by their customers. The primary channel of communication for B2B enterprise is email, while B2C players need more of focus on multi-channel and omni-channel marketing. B2C company aims to create an emotional response in their target audience, whereas a B2B marketer, on the other hand, seeks a rational, informed response from the intended audience. Therefore, branding plays a much more critical role for B2C companies than a B2B one. B2B companies typically use account-based marketing as their target accounts are niche players. Also, B2B companies, being more process-driven, usually follow the sales funnel of Tofu, Mofu, and Bofu, whereas B2C, on the other hand, rely on advanced segmentation for personalization at scale. They also need tools to run quick experiments and conduct multivariate testing for the best results. Now, B2B players require features like lead nurturing, sales intelligence, Salesforce CRM integration for the leads tracking and lead scoring and management. Also, ROI reporting is a big thing for a B2B player with good relationship marketing. Whereas B2C companies are, on the other hand, require components like journey builder, email and mobile marketing, social media, web personalization, ads and retargeting, predictive intelligence, cross-channel automation, retention marketing, strong content and messaging, and a robust customer data platform, among others. So therefore, it's clear that the primary pain point for B2B companies is effective customer lifecycle management, leading to conversion rather than pure acquisition. The B2B players, more than anyone else, need tools that can help them generate a critical mass of highly qualified leads and abridge the sales cycle.
Yes, and I agree with the points that you mentioned. So we discussed how Indian market is different and how the application of B2B and B2C marketing automation is different. Do you see the need with Indian marketers, specifically Indian B2C marketers, for marketing automation products that are more customized for them?
India is a mobile-centric market and voice plays a huge role in rural markets. So Indian B2C marketers requires a mass which supports all channels like email, SMS, notification, which includes your push and browser, messaging, web and app, and particularly voice, where you have OBDs and IVRs. They are also demanding more features like recommendation engine, predictive analytics, sort of machine learning and AI, integrated unified view of customers. They wanted offline plus online, on-site engagement, and cookie retargeting. Also, Indian B2C marketers want solution customized to their requirements, which most global providers might not be willing to offer. India, being a cost-conscious market, needs cost-effective and timely solutions for implementation and customer support to get started with using MaaS. Since marketing automation is relatively new, Indian companies expect vendors to handhold them and also help them bridge the gap between marketing and IT. They want dedicated stock and an on-site resource with whom they can ideate and strategize campaigns. With focus on experimenting and iterating, they also want faster time to market and automate tasks wherever possible.
That's indeed very true, Kamini. The points that you mentioned and our discussion with marketing leaders has led us to create a report that is focused on the Indian B2C marketers and the use of marketing automation. Being an expert in this industry and the report sponsors, what is your expectation from this research?
This is an interesting question, Santosh. So in one word, I would say our expectations is high. I firmly believe that this is the year of marketing automation in India. With this report, our goal is not just to present the current state of marketing automation in India, it is also to help create and spread awareness about the adoption and penetration of this smart technology. This report will act as a perfect guide for B2C companies who want to get started with marketing automation by answering the following questions. What features should they consider while evaluating MaaS that is right for their company? What are some of the common challenges they face that can be easily addressed by MaaS? How is marketing automation implemented at leading organizations in India? How can they measure the ROI of marketing automation? What are some of the challenges faced by MaaS adopters? What are some best practices that organizations should employ with MaaS, and many more? So we expect this report to validate our market understanding and reveal the market size, potential, and expectations of B2C companies in terms of features and functionality to facilitate the adoption of MaaS.
Sure, Kamini. We'll try our best to match your expectations and inputs that we gather from marketing leaders during the course of this research over the next couple of months. We'll try to make this report a go-to guide for every Indian B2C marketers and give them information that would help them with building marketing automation for their organization. Thanks a lot for participating in this discussion and look forward to hearing more from you during the course of this research.
Great. Thanks, Santosh. Thank you for having me on board with this.